In a small, picturesque town where love stories often blossom, the tale of Sarah and Mark began like a fairy tale. They were high school sweethearts, seemingly perfect for each other, sharing dreams, laughter, and plans for their future. Their relationship was the envy of their peers, filled with romantic gestures and promises of forever. Yet, beneath the smiles and romantic moments lay a darker reality: Mark's growing obsession and jealousy. As their relationship deepened, Mark's possessiveness became increasingly apparent. What began as a protective instinct soon morphed into something much more sinister. He couldn't bear the thought of Sarah interacting with other guys, even friends. This jealousy, which first flickered like a candle, quickly transformed into a raging inferno that consumed him, distorting his perception of love and trust. Their idyllic relationship took a drastic turn when Sarah received an unexpected scholarship to a prestigious university. The news thrilled her. It was a golden opportunity to pursue her dreams and showcase her talents. She envisioned herself thriving in a new environment, meeting new people, and expanding her horizons. But for Mark, this was the final straw. Instead of celebrating her achievement with joy, he felt threatened and abandoned, convinced that she was choosing a life far away from him. Overwhelmed by feelings of inadequacy and fear of losing her, he started to spiral into a dark place. As Sarah excitedly shared her plans for college, Mark's response was anything but supportive. His fears and insecurities manifested in increasingly controlling behavior. He began questioning her intentions, accusing her of wanting to leave him behind as she pursued her ambitions. Their arguments grew more frequent and intense, marked by raised voices and hurtful words. Friends who once admired their relationship began to notice the tension, whispering concerns about Mark's behavior. Mark's jealousy escalated, leading him to isolate Sarah from her friends and family. He believed that keeping her close would eliminate the perceived threats, but in reality, it only suffocated her spirit. Friends noticed a change in Sarah. She became more withdrawn, less enthusiastic about her future. The vibrant girl they once knew was fading under the weight of Mark's possessiveness, her laughter replaced by silence. Despite Mark's attempts to control her, Sarah's determination flourished. She realized that she needed to break free from his grasp to reclaim her life. After much contemplation, she made the difficult decision to end their relationship. This breakup devastated Mark, igniting a dangerous obsession within him. He couldn't accept that Sarah had moved on. The idea that she could be happy without him drove him into a dark place of despair and rage. In the weeks that followed, Mark began to stalk Sarah. He lurked in the shadows, watching her every move, feeding off his jealousy and anger. Unaware of Mark's growing obsession, Sarah focused on her studies and her new life, surrounding herself with supportive friends who encouraged her to pursue her dreams. Yet, the specter of Mark loomed larger every day, casting a shadow over her newfound independence. She often felt as if she were being watched, but dismissed the unease as paranoia. One fateful night, Sarah went out with friends to celebrate her scholarship. They laughed, danced, and filled the air with joy, a stark contrast to the darkness that was about to unfold. Dressed in her favorite outfit, she felt beautiful and free. Unbeknownst to her, Mark had followed her, consumed by a toxic mix of jealousy and rage. He couldn't stand the thought of her enjoying life without him, and the pain of rejection festered within him, morphing into something sinister. As the night progressed, Mark confronted Sarah outside the venue. An argument erupted, filled with accusations and heated emotions. Bystanders watched, uncertain of how to intervene. The tension crackled in the air as Mark's voice grew louder, drawing attention. In a moment of uncontrolled fury, he pulled out a knife, driven by his twisted sense of love and possession. The chaos that ensued was horrific. Shouts echoed through the night as people rushed to help. Sarah was quickly rushed to the hospital, but despite the best efforts of medical staff, she succumbed to her injuries. The news of her murder sent shockwaves through the community, leaving friends and family in disbelief and despair. They struggled to comprehend how someone so vibrant and full of life could be taken so brutally. Vigils were held, and candles flickered in memory of Sarah, a haunting reminder of her absence. Mark was arrested and charged with murder, but the trial revealed shocking details about his obsession. It laid bare the depths of his jealousy and the tragic consequences of his actions. As the courtroom became a stage for the unfolding drama, emotional testimonies revealed the true nature of Mark's obsession. Friends described the changes in Sarah, her growing fear of Mark, and her desperate attempts to escape his clutches. Tears flowed as they recounted the vibrant girl they once knew, now lost forever. Yet, the narrative didn't end there. As the trial progressed, questions arose about Mark's past. What had shaped him into the person who could commit such a horrific act? Was his jealousy simply a reaction to heartbreak, or were there deeper psychological factors at play? The prosecution painted a picture of a man consumed by obsession, while the defense sought to highlight Mark's troubled upbringing and mental health struggles. They argued that his behavior stemmed from a history of rejection and emotional turmoil, painting him as a victim of his own mind. The jury wrestled with the complex layers of the case, trying to understand the motivations behind such a tragic crime. They deliberated for hours, weighing the evidence against the emotional testimonies. This heartbreaking case serves as a chilling reminder of how love can turn toxic and dangerous. It highlights the importance of recognizing the signs of unhealthy relationships and seeking help before it's too late. The community mourned Sarah's loss, rallying together to support her family while grappling with the senseless violence that had shattered their lives. But what if there's more to Mark's story than meets the eye? What hidden truths lie beneath the surface? As the trial continued, whispers of a deeper psychological struggle began to emerge. Was Mark merely a jealous ex, or was he a victim of his own mind? As the courtroom drama unfolded, a shocking revelation surfaced. A mysterious figure from Mark's past appeared, hinting at secrets that could change everything. This figure claimed to have insights into Mark's troubled childhood, suggesting that the roots of his obsession ran far deeper than anyone had anticipated. What truths would this figure unveil, and how would they alter the course of the trial? Join us for part 2, where we delve deeper into Mark's background, uncovering the psychological factors that may have driven him to commit such a horrific act. We will explore the aftermath of Sarah's death and its impact on the community, as well as the broader implications of obsession and mental health in relationships. Thank you for joining us today to explore this somber tale. If you found this story impactful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more true crime narratives. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next part.